most people can name one human-made thing you can supposedly see from space. Not cities, not highways, not a coastline of glittering hotels. No, it's the Great Wall of China. The story goes, it's so massive you can spot it with the naked eye from orbit. Some versions crank it even further. You can see it from the moon. Today, we're putting the claim in the forge, because the Great Wall is huge, but space is bigger. Much bigger. So what's true here? Can astronauts actually see it? Or is this one of those myths that survives purely on vibes? I'm Tam, and this is Fact or Fiction Foundry, where we take popular everybody knows claims and stress test them against reality until something cracks. And by the end of this video, you'll know what astronauts can and can't see with the naked eye, why the Great Wall is the worst example people keep using, and how this myth became basically immortal. Let's be fair to the myth for a second. The Great Wall isn't one wall. It's a network stretching across northern China, over mountains, valleys, ridgelines. It's long, it's iconic, it's basically the final boss of landmarks. So your brain does this very human shortcut. Big on Earth equals big from space. But that's the trap, because when you're far away, length matters less than two things. One, width. Two, contrast. If something is long but thin, it can vanish like a pencil line on a football pitch. And it's the same colour as the land around it, your eyes don't lock on. They just shrug. So the claim feels right, but the physics is standing behind it with folded arms. Let's split the myth into two separate claims, because one is pure fantasy and the other is complicated. No. From that distance, your naked eye is not doing superhero work. It's just doing normal eye work. So if you've ever heard the Great Wall is the only man-made object visible from the moon, that's not a fact. That's a myth wearing a tuxedo. Here's when it gets slippery, because space is a lazy word. Space could mean barely above the atmosphere, low Earth orbit, the International Space Station, or somewhere far enough away that your eyeballs start firing complaints. So what's the reality? Even from low Earth orbit, the Great Wall is hard to see with the naked eye. Not because it isn't big, but because it's narrow and it blends in. It's mostly stone and earth tones, running through stone and earth tones. It follows ridgelines, it snakes through terrain, and the colour difference is subtle. So instead of popping out, it disappears into the background like stitching. It cannot ever be seen from orbit under very specific conditions. From low orbit, with perfect light, the right angle, and someone who knows exactly where to look, it might be faintly discernible. But that's not the claim people repeat. People repeat, you can see it. Like it's obvious. Like it's painted in bright white and outlined in neon. It isn't. Here's the twist that embarrasses the myth a little. Astronauts can often pick out things like coastlines, major highways, big airports, dams, cities at night. Not because those structures are bigger than the Great Wall, but because they create bold patterns and strong contrast. A pale road cutting through a dark landscape can stand out like a scratch. A city at night looks like a necklace of light spilled across the ground. The Great Wall? It's camouflage that became a tourist attraction. So, visibility isn't about what's famous, it's about what's visually loud. Time to strike the anvil. From the moon? Fiction. From space with the naked eye, the popular version of the claim is mostly fiction, with a tiny footnote, and that footnote is this. From low Earth orbit, on a good day, in good light, at the right angle, if you know precisely where to look, you might catch a faint trace. But if your myth needs that many disclaimers, it's not really a myth. It's a technicality wearing a cape. So no, the Great Wall is not the one man-made thing you can see from space. and it's definitely not visible from the moon. Because it does something powerful, it makes the Great Wall feel even more legendary. It's not just a monument, it becomes a cosmic flex, a signature on the planet. And the myth is tidy. It's one sentence, it's easy to remember. It makes you sound clever at parties without requiring orbital mechanics. Also, humans love only statements. The only one, the biggest, the first, the most. Our brain snacks on those like crisps. So the myth spreads. Tour guides mention it, textbooks repeat it, and then it becomes common knowledge, which is often just widely repeated knowledge wearing a fake moustache. So next time someone says you can see the Great Wall from space, you've got the answer. Space isn't one distance. Eyes aren't telescopes, and the Great Wall, iconic as it is, blends into the earth like a seam in a jacket. Now it's your turn. Drop a comment with the next myth you want thrown into the forge. And if you want more investigations like this, subscribe to Fact or Fiction Foundry, because we've got a whole conveyor belt of everybody knows claims, and we're about to start breaking them. See you next time.